natural disasters, and catastrophes. This is how purification occurs. Dear ones, Kryon welcomes you to this warm, safe place, a place beyond time, where energies are such that they create an atmosphere of warmth, love, and safety. You can always create such a safe place for yourself, can't you? Because your connection with the divine home is constant and unchanging. Wherever you are and whatever you do, you can invoke these energies for your safety, protection, and immunity from external influences. Because where the love and light of God are, there you are home, there you are loved, there you are protected, and you can feel completely calm and peaceful. I want you to feel exactly like that now, calm, peaceful, and protected. Because today, we will have a conversation on a very uneasy topic: natural disasters and catastrophes. You can see for yourselves, dear ones, how everything is changing on your planet Earth. The climate is changing, isn't it? Where there has never been snow, it snows, and where there used to be cold winters, warmth replaces the cold. The strongest hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, all of this falls upon your generation. Isn't nature presenting surprises to you too often? Do you think it's coincidence? Or perhaps you think it's punishment for your sins? Neither, dear ones. What is happening is inevitable. What is happening with your consent. What is happening ultimately is for your benefit and the benefit of the earth. The essence of what is happening is this: Earth takes and processes large layers of dissonant energies accumulated by humanity not over years and centuries, but over millennia. Earth has long borne this burden. Humanity has long borne this burden, but now it has come to an end. Neither Earth nor people can tolerate this karmic burden anymore, cannot bear it anymore. This burden pulls Earth and humanity back into the three-dimensional, low-vibration world from which you have long emerged, and to which there is no return and cannot be. In the new Earth, marked by divine vibrations, there is simply no longer space for these gigantic layers of dissonant or, as you often say, dark energies. It is no coincidence that disasters and catastrophes often occur in places marked by bloodshed, wars, in places where many people deviate from divine laws, striving for the enslavement of others, for gain at the expense of others, or becoming adherents of destructive ideologies, beliefs, convictions. If people persist in these destructive energies, if they do nothing or do too little to neutralize them, the cleansing forces of Earth come into action. Do not blame yourselves for this. There are situations where dissonant energies accumulated over millennia are indeed too great and strong for people to cope with on their own, without Earth's assistance. But do not think that this is done without the will of people or without their consent to it. You can see how natural disasters claim many lives. You may think that innocent people suffer, not those who have been and still are carriers of destructive energies in need of purification. Yes, dear ones, that is indeed true. But all these people whose departure you mourn should not be called victims, because they actually voluntarily accepted such a fate. Yes, it can be said that they sacrificed themselves for the sake of Earth's purification, but it can also be said that they voluntarily participated in the tremendous cleansing work conducted by the planet Earth, together with humans. Before their incarnation, all these beautiful souls knew that the accumulated burden of karma was too great, and that under normal circumstances, one lifetime is insufficient to work through it. And there is only one way to work through this karma within one lifetime, and that is instantly to participate in mass departure from life among many people during a natural disaster. They agreed to this. They knew what they were getting into. They knew that by their departure they would help both the planet and themselves to shed the heavy burden of karma accumulated over millennia. Honor their departure, dear ones. Honor their deed. They have done a tremendous service for the planet Earth. They are now in the divine home and they are happy. They ask to convey to you not to mourn them too much, because in reality, they have not died. They have simply returned home, and your separation from them is only temporary.
Now you understand that the planet is not punishing you with natural disasters. Now you understand that in this way, the planet is participating in the implementation of your joint plan. And if it were not for this plan, your ascension and the ascension of Earth might not have occurred, because what is happening is purification, without which your collective transition to the level of divine vibrations is impossible. The collective intention of people can prevent catastrophes.
You ask, but Kryon, can't we influence the course of this cleansing work in any way? Do we just have to resign ourselves and wait for the next disaster to happen wherever it may occur? Dear ones, you know that you are powerful, and your power increases day by day. And if yesterday you couldn't prevent or at least alleviate some global catastrophes, today you can do it. What does it take? Your collective intention. It is necessary for all of you together to send love, warmth, goodness, all high-frequency energies to potentially dangerous areas. You know where there is a danger of tsunamis, hurricanes, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions. Also, all of you together can send light and love to those places on Earth where there are wars or the threat of them, where the behavior of your politicians causes concern, where tension of one kind or another is created, from which there may be a threat to peace and humanity. Oh, dear ones, you can't even imagine the immense power of your collective intention, and you don't even need to gather together for this. Your means of communication and information transfer, your global information network. Kryon talks about the internet. Allow you to coordinate with each other regardless of distances. Please use this opportunity. You can arrange with many people from different countries and even continents that at a certain time, for example, once or twice a month, on the same day and hour, you will put aside all your affairs to spend 5 or 10 minutes directing love and light to a specific area of the globe, or simply to the entire Earth as a whole. You cannot imagine, dear ones, how much you can change things this way. Oh yes, you can prevent catastrophes, and you are already doing it, even without knowing it. Let us tell you that your collective intention over the past 2 years has already prevented 2 severe natural disasters, one in the American continent and one in the Asian continent. The disasters that occurred there in terms of their catastrophic consequences cannot be compared to what could have been. Everything could have been much worse and more tragic, dear ones. It could have been, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen thanks to you, dear ones. Thanks to the Masters of Light, who daily and hourly direct light and love to the planet Earth and to the places on the globe where they live, where they ground their energy. Continue to do this, dear ones. Keep going. Planet Earth greatly needs your assistance, and it is no less interested than you are in reducing the occurrence of natural disasters and ensuring that their consequences are not catastrophic. Dear ones, when you express the intention to establish a peaceful, calm life on Earth, a life without wars, disasters, and catastrophes, the entire rational universe begins to help you with this. But it requires your will and your intention. Then all your divine family, your angelic helpers, come to your aid and begin to save and protect you with all their might. Have you noticed that in some disasters there are far fewer victims than there could have been, and than logically should have been? People survive where seemingly survival was impossible. Then you say that a miracle happened. But in reality, it is not a miracle. It is the action of your intention and your will, to which your angelic helpers responded and did everything to at least mitigate the consequences. Please remember that the most severe consequences have already passed you by. There are many things you simply do not know. You do not know that by the combined efforts of humans and angels, a catastrophic collision of Earth with a dangerous asteroid was prevented. You do not know that your intention at the last moment changed the trajectory of flight of this celestial body, which ultimately passed by. Dear ones, this asteroid could have destroyed Earth and wiped out all life. If you were not so steadfastly committed to ascension, if you were not striving for light, if you were not doing your tremendous work to bring divine energy to Earth. You are masters of light, and there are not many of you in the scope of humanity. but your efforts and the purity of your intention are sufficient to save Earth. You have already done it, dear ones, and you continue to do so. By your will, you can choose safe places to live, and I also want to remind you that Earth is friendly to you, and when it depends on her, she does everything possible to prevent you from suffering. You don't necessarily have to suffer from natural disasters and cataclysms. Do you know that? Do you remember that you are endowed with free will? This means that you can move to safer places. You don't have to live in dangerous areas. You don't have to be where there are earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, and volcanic eruptions. You can intend to move. You can turn to your spirit and ask if such a move is appropriate for you. Ask the spirit to send synchronicity into your life, a series of hints, signs, events that guide you on the right path. If the spirit calls you to move, you will definitely feel it. You will feel an inexplicable attraction to a certain place on Earth, even not necessarily on your continent. You will feel that certain circumstances are pushing you to decide to move. Do not resist if the right doors open for you on their own. If the Spirit calls you on a journey, start making this beautiful change in your life without delay. For it is beautiful all that the Spirit calls you to. You can ground energies where you are and reduce the risk of catastrophes. And if you feel dear to the place where you live and you do not want to leave it even if it is dangerous, perhaps the choice of your spirit is to ground divine energies right here, and by grounding them, thereby enlightening this place and doing the work of neutralizing dissonant energies. By doing this, especially if you are not doing it alone, but together with other masters of light, you reduce the likelihood of destructive catastrophes. Yes, dear ones, you influence nature. It is within your power to even change the climate for the better. It is within your power to avoid droughts or floods, earthquakes or hurricanes. Express appropriate intentions. Summon divine energies to descend where you are, to protect you, your loved ones, your home, your city, your region, and the entire Earth, and you will see how miraculously it works. And if a catastrophe happens somewhere on Earth, it means that there was no other way to transform energies. But you can always learn from what happened, and you can also draw strength from it. The thing is, during a catastrophe, a huge amount of energy is always released. It is inevitable when energy transformation occurs. And here's what I want to tell you, dear ones. This energy is rightfully yours. You, masters of light, can take it to benefit yourself and humanity. You can take it to use it to ascend to the next level of divine vibrations. This energy is released to contribute to your enlightenment and ascension. You can feel this wave of energy spreading from the site of the catastrophe throughout the globe. Take this energy, raise its vibrations, direct it for good, and then it will not be in vain, and then it will be used as intended, and then you will do your job of cleansing the planet worthy. Now you have all the necessary tools for this, and remember that the energies released by the elements, it's a gift to you, a gift from the planet Earth. Use it for good, with love and gratitude. Thus you will render invaluable service to the planet, humanity, and yourselves. May these truths illuminate your path. With love, Kryon practice. Exercise 1. Affirmations for creating a space of peace and security around oneself. Kryon repeatedly tells us that we can create a safe space for ourselves, which will allow us to maintain calmness and tranquility, and most importantly, to become invulnerable, even in the most dangerous and troubled places. When we create such a space, all possible disasters literally begin to pass us by. To do this, you just need to express the appropriate intention, mentally place yourself in the flow of divine love and light energy. And the following affirmations will help in this, which can be spoken aloud or silently, at any time and in any place where you find yourself. I am in the space of God's love and light. My true essence is the love and light of God. My true home is the love and light of God. I am in the divine home. I am safe. Whatever happens around me, it cannot disturb my peace, my tranquility, my invulnerability. I create a space of peace, calm, and security. I call upon my angelic helpers to assist me in this. The center of this space is in my heart. I maintain peace and harmony while being in this space, thereby creating for myself the best, most perfect protection. My divine eye, my dear angelic helpers, help me create and maintain a protective cocoon of love and light energy in the place where I am. Let everything that happens here occur only by the will of the highest and only for my highest good and the highest good of others. So be it. Exercise 2. Harmonizing energies in troubled places on earth. Wherever we are, we can send light and love along with wishes for peace and prosperity to any place on earth. We can ground these energies where we are, thereby creating a space of peace and prosperity. But we can also direct them even to places where we have never been. Kryon has often said that information is transmitted to any point in the universe instantaneously, with the speed of love, which is faster than the speed of light, despite physicists' claims that there are no speeds higher than the speed of light. But we can all see the opposite. Our message of love reaches instantly. Even the efforts of one person will not be in vain, let alone the simultaneous efforts of many people, or at least a few. If you do not have like-minded people yet, you can do this work alone. But it's very good if you agree with someone to send bright energies to some specific place simultaneously with you, not necessarily being nearby, on the same day and hour, with the same good intentions and wishes. Stay in a calm place alone for 15 minutes. Relax, calm your thoughts. Imagine the place on the planet that you sincerely and with all your heart wish peace and prosperity for. It could be a place suffering from wars, disasters, or political oppression, or a place where there is tension and potential danger of various disasters. It could be a peaceful place that you want to maintain that peace. It could be a completely unfamiliar country to you, as well as a city, district, or even the home of loved ones or any people whose lives need harmonizing. You can send love and light energies wherever you want, to wherever you deem necessary. In combination with your intention, they will create a safe, peaceful, harmonious space in any place, regardless of distance from you. Imagine this place as best as you can, even if you have never been there in person. Imagine peaceful, calm, happy, and prosperous life scenes in this place. Imagine smiling, happy, calm, and serene men and women, children and the elderly. Imagine a peaceful sky and the best possible weather under the circumstances. Mentally direct light and love energies to this place. Imagine how the space fills with light. Mentally wish goodness, love, light, peace, tranquility, and prosperity to this place and all the people there. Hold this picture for some time. You can repeat this meditative exercise as often as you like. Even just imagining scenes of peace and prosperity in any place on earth, you're already doing a lot to start the work of love and light energies there to harmonize any problematic situation. Welcome, dear ones, to a profound reflection on the evolution of our planet's energies. As we witness the shifting climate and the surge of natural disasters, we embrace the deeper purpose behind these cataclysms. They mark a transformative phase, a cleansing journey both Earth and humanity embark upon together. These occurrences, far from mere coincidence, signify a collective shift toward higher vibrations, towards the divine essence within us all. We hold the power to shape our reality and avert looming catastrophes through our shared intention and love. Together, let us radiate light and positivity, safeguarding our world and illuminating the path towards peace and prosperity. Embrace this calling, for in unity lies the strength to change our shared destiny.